Daniel here on the Truck Insurance Channel. Going to talk to you about what you need for insurance to get set up on Amazon Relay. Obviously you need your DOT and MC number. You're going to need a general liability policy, an auto liability policy, cargo, and then you might need workers' comp and employer liability. General liability policy, there's two components to this, and when you're in the Amazon Relay account setting it up, it's broken down into two pieces. The per occurrence and the general aggregate. Just so you know, there's no such thing as a general aggregate policy. It's just a part of your general liability. I wish they would have made this a little more clear on their website when you're signing up, but it's two pieces of the same policy. So you're going to use the same policy number for the per occurrence and the general aggregate. There's no such thing as a general aggregate policy. We hear that all the time, and it's just like, oh, gosh, thanks Amazon. But yeah, so 1 million for per occurrence, 2 million for general aggregate. And what that means is the most it would pay out in a single event is $1 million. The most it would pay out throughout that policy term is $2 million. So you could have two $1 million occurrences that policy would pay out, and then it's done. Or you could have 20 $100,000 occurrences. It's not going to go over 2 million. Then your auto liability, which there's a million names for this. FMCSA calls it like BIPD, which that's components of it: bodily injury and property damage. All right, that's included in auto liability. But Amazon has it written on their website. It's auto liability for $1 million per occurrence, including trailer coverage up to $50,000. Depending on how you get your insurance, like what company you go with or companies, you might have one company that covers everything, or you might have 4 or 5 different companies to get all the coverages you need. You might not have trailer coverage, trailer interchange, or non-owned trailer coverage included in the auto liability, which is perfectly fine. That could very well be covered by another company. Perfectly okay. FMCSA requirements for insurance for the auto liability, and it's auto liability. FMCSA only cares about your auto liability. They don't care about general liability. They probably don't care about cargo unless you're a household goods mover or hauling hazmats. Like, don't worry about cargo for FMCSA. And FMCSA probably only cares for you to have $750,000 limits for your auto liability. But then Amazon wants $1 million. You should always be getting $1 million. Your brokers, anyone else you're gonna run for, probably wants you to have $1 million. Get $1 million. Don't shop for 750 limits unless you have a shipper, broker with some sort of contract and they're okay with 750 limits. If you don't have that, you need $1 million. For cargo, you're gonna need 100,000 limit in cargo. Again, that's not something that FMCSA is gonna bug you about. It's not a requirement to get your authority activated. That's auto liability. 100,000 on the cargo. That's very, very common. Any other brokers you're gonna go run for probably needs 100,000 as well. Your workers' comp and employer liability policies, you probably don't need those unless you have employees. Might depend on what state you're based out of, but talk to the insurance agent you're working with on quotes. They can help you out with that. Most of the time it's just the general liability, auto liability, and cargo. And maybe the trailer interchange. Probably the trailer interchange or non-owned trailer. There's different ways we can write that. But yeah, that's it for Amazon Relay with insurance. It's actually not that hard, and it happens really fast. As soon as you get your MC activated, you can go punch it in there, set up your account. A few tips: never ever ever be late for Amazon loads. They have some of the best software and tracking everything that's going on with their loads. Download the Amazon Relay app on your phone and use that 100% of the time. If you're going to hire drivers, make sure they understand how critical it is to like follow the guidelines, be professional in the yard, and be on time. We're a little bit ahead, like always. And check out some more videos in this series. Hopefully it'll help you out if you're getting started. Thanks.